It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Sacramento Miners. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from the California capital. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Monarchs.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Kamara able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Again, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun is Eason. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eason on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. It's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow will throw. Position on him, and he pulls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, 30 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running with Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Eason. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well. But you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the leader, right, to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Kamara's got it the first down and then some. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Jacob Eason. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. From the gun, Eason, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, and his guys have taken the lead.
London. Jake Elliott on
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, Deontay Harris. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Deontay Harris on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow now off the bootleg. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's complete. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
6-yard attempt.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Burrow. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This is Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Burrow on play action. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run it with Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I can hear you.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
But they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
33, Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carl Nassib, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
To 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Miners 24. Monarchs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and 10. Eason. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
5-yard line.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. on the ground. Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Now Eason. The quick slant caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At the 49-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the home team here, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date